Star Wars rewatching. That's my little Jar Jar way of saying it. That's what he would call it, probably.
Star Wars and rewatching.
That's what I was waiting for you to do it, Aaron, because I can't do it.
Hello there, and welcome back to Star Wars Total Rewatch, where we are watching through Star Wars The Clone Wars, and you can too. We are on Season 1, Episode 12, The Gungan General, in which Anakin and Obi-Wan and Count Dooku are all caught by pirates, and they have to work together to escape. And meanwhile, Representative Binks and others are sent with a ransom, and their ship crashes, and who is left as the highest-ranking member of the team but Jar Jar Binks himself?
Yeah.
Hilarity ensues.
Stupidity.
We kind of just saw Jar Jar not too long ago.
Yeah. He's not even a general. It's like General Tarful. No, is that the Wookiee one?
Yeah,
Tarples?
Captain
Tarples.
Tarples. It's too similar.
Well, no, they made Jar Jar a general, though.
Oh, yeah.
Boss Nass promoted him.
Bombarded general.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a senator now, but they call him a general in this one because I guess he's commanding the group of clones.
Like, does a senator outrank
I don't
military?
think so.
Like, how does that even fit? What's the
I
hierarchy?
mean, no matter what situation, Jar Jar should never be the one in charge. Right? He never outranks anybody.
Yeah, well, the clones are okay with it, I guess.
Yeah.
They're trained to just follow the chain of command, right? What choice do they have?
No, it does seem like they can't make choices for themselves. I mean, Jar Jar has some actual good ideas in this, but...
One of the clones claimed that Jar Jar is smarter than he looks.
Oh, good.
And I guess it's up to you, the viewer, to decide whether you agree with that or not.
Smarter than he sounds.
I kind of thought it was going to be a while before we had another episode with him. So I don't know, is this too much of a good thing?
We're going to get him again in just a couple episodes as well.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't good in this one, though. I didn't like it.
It was a little different,
He
right?
sounds... He's like, isn't it a different voice actor?
It's a different voice.
Like,
Yeah.
Man, it was no good. And like, he was like annoying in the other one, but at least it felt authentic, faithful.
Right.
It's just as annoying. Like, period. That's it.
There's a very fine line they've got to hit, I think, to make it work with him. And I think it worked all right in the last one, and that was, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Ahmed Best knows how to do it. That's his character. I'm not actually sure who did the voice in this one, but it...
B.J. Hughes.
Yeah.
He did a few episodes just as Jar Jar.
Oh, you know what? No, I was reading somewhere. I think that's like not even a real, like that's a pseudonym or something. I
Oh.
forget who the real guy was, but it was somebody else. I feel like it was somebody that worked on the show.
Why did they not get Ahmed Best back?
I don't know.
There's a tweet that implied that Phil Lamar was the person who replaced him.
The whole thing was a little confusing. I don't know. I couldn't find anywhere where they just spelled it out. Here's the reason why we switched these things up. But...
Some controversy.
Well, according to Dave Filoni, pretty much just said that Ahmed Best had to move on to other projects midway in between.
Oh.
He took some time to kind of...
Get off the internet.
Yeah, I think he wasn't having a real easy time dealing with all the backlash, I think, about it. And so it took a few years for him to, like, come to terms with, like, you know what? I'm okay with Jar Jar, and I can be proud of the work I did on that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am Jar Jar.
So I wonder if that's like he just sort of said, nah, let me just take a break from that. Because now he's back and he's involved in that game show they're doing. And
Right.
he's kind of part of the whole thing. And he did the voice of this character a number of times.
But I just didn't like Jar Jar at all in this. This whole episode I felt was just kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of had a neat idea of having Anakin and Obi-Wan have to work with Count Dooku. Classic, having to team up with your enemy.
Right. They're all captured by the pirates.
Yeah, I don't mind that idea, but how are they that bad at escaping? This is like 3 of the strongest Jedi/Sith in the game.
Well, they almost escaped like 3 times.
Yeah, are they trying very hard, or are they just like...
And every time it's like they barely even locked them up. They put them back in the same So it's like, what do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah, and then they just say, all right, well, fine, we'll break out again. It's like Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah. Or what's his name? Hondo's Heroes.
There you go.
He keeps on saying, "Oh, I'm trying to be friends with you," and it's like, you locked him in a cage. Now we're gonna have to do it the hard way, and it's like, what? What's his plan? He has no plan, and it's getting sabotaged from within at the same time.
Well,
It's a
yeah, like
disaster.
they are sabotaged from within, but even the official pirates' plan is really dumb. Like, if they'd stuck with what they were doing at the end of the previous episode, they were going to get a ransom paid to them.
Right, for
Like,
Dooku.
just go with it. Why do they also now have to kidnap the people who came to verify that they have him? It doesn't make any sense.
And the Jedi could have kept Dooku under guard, like much
Yeah,
easier.
it really doesn't make any
than they
sense.
could.
They're greedy pirates,
Well, and I thought that they switched glasses at the end of the last one too, but then they ended up captured anyway. They were like drugged anyway.
Yeah, did they actually just
drug all the drinks?
Yeah, that's how devious these pirates are.
Everybody's drinks are drugged.
Outsmarted.
They just, secretly built up a tolerance to the poison, to Novocaine.
Novocaine.
Iocane?
I hope not.
Iocane. Oh, not Novocaine.
I don't think you want to be immune to Novocaine.
You don't want to be immune
That
to
would
that.
make things rather painful.
No.
Or did Anakin and Obi-Wan actually just get drunk?
What we don't actually see is them just partying.
They were having fun at the end of the last one.
Like they were just twirling their lightsabers around and just like.
Or the Green Dragon. I don't know how that one goes.
Yeah, Frodo dancing at the Green Dragon.
That's what I want to see, that scene. That got cut out. It's getting a little too long.
But with the Jedi doing it. Yeah, actually, I would like to see that. There's another video you can mash up.
We just talk about how Jar Jar got the senator killed.
Well, let's not talk about that. Yeah. Who is the senator? He's
Karis.
Senator Karras?
Yeah.
one of those Malister.
He's a Gran.
Yeah, Gran.
Got 3 eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was an interesting character. I thought that they were just gonna send only Jar Jar.
I still don't understand why Jar Jar was even on this mission.
Well, right. I thought that was the whole point, was that he was gonna mess it all up, and they sent this other senator anyway, and Jar Jar still messed it up. So I mean, maybe they had something against that counselor.
I think it's just all Palpatine, pulling the strings. He's like, I know this will totally get them killed and
right.
allow Dooku to escape.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, hey, and we can send along the senator because I've got to get rid of him somehow and make it look like an accident because Jar Jar is so inept.
That's probably it. I liked seeing him flail around on the ship trying to get those, what do you call them, those restraining seats to work.
Yeah, I don't know. He caused them. He caused so many deaths.
He didn't. I don't think he caused the
Directly
crash. They were
caused
getting
them all
shot
to
down anyway.
Well, he was climbing all over the pilot and
Right.
Oh, that's true.
potentially the pilot could have made evasive maneuvers to avoid the missiles. But instead they were too busy dealing with Jar Jar, and so they got shot down. And in the process of crash landing, Jar Jar's flailing about the cabin, so the senator gets up to put Jar Jar in a seat, but then his seat malfunctions when he gets back in, and he dies. Pretty brutal.
Yeah, just crunched against the wall when they land.
They just linger on his dead body for a while. It's like, ooh, okay.
In some ways, it felt like, I can't think of a good example, but there are a lot of comedies where something like this happens, where somehow everybody else in the field is either killed or unavailable somehow. So they're like, all right, the only agent left is this guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Kind of like Johnny English.
Yes, like Johnny English, yeah. They're just getting rid of everybody except for well, you know what? It has to be Jar Jar. There's just no one else left.
Yeah, so then Jar Jar takes control of the band and leads them to defend against the traitorous pirates. The traitor pirates.
Right, it was the traitor pirates that shot them down.
And that's traitor pirates, not trader pirates.
Traitor pirates, right.
They come in on their Mad Max bikes. That was kind of cool.
Their swoop bike.
I suppose they are.
We've seen biker gangs in Star Wars before, remember? On Endor? On that one terrible episode of Ewoks?
Oh, what were they called?
Remember that
Pugs.
biker gang that showed up randomly?
Yeah, they weren't actually riding bikes, though. They were riding animals.
They're riding vrooms.
Oh, yeah. The clones in Jar Jar were riding some animal, and they're called Scalders.
Jar Jar is good at communing with animals.
Yeah,
There you go. Something positive.
there you go. That's Jar Jar's one character trait, besides just being stupid. He can commune with animals. Yeah, they were bringing him a big shipment of spice in exchange for the Jedi and Dooku.
They don't take no Republic credits.
Yeah, but like spice is a drug. It's like the Republic is just drug smugglers now, spice traders.
Yeah.
Is it really worth the lives of these Jedi?
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Is there more than one kind of spice?
Or more than one use?
Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, it could be used for enriching uranium or something, and you can claim we're just using it for power plants, you know.
I'm pretty sure it can also be used as like a medical thing.
Oh, I mean, that's definitely what the pirates were going to use it for.
Oh, totally.
Or sell it for.
It says spice was mined at the spice mines of Kessel, where Wookiee slaves were worked to death, turning medicinal spice mineral into a recreational drug. One variant of the narcotic, known as Rill, found on Ryloth, has both scientific and recreational applications.
Ryleth. That's a homeworld of the Twi'leks.
Yep, we'll be going there later this season.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. The Republic is making all sorts of compromises.
I mean, you know how those politicians are. They always have their political parties.
Right.
Not that kind of party.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the last episode, though, the pirates seemed like they had things under control, right? Like their pirate crew seemed to be working pretty smoothly together, and this one, everything just kind of falls apart.
Yeah,
betraying each other left and right.
Yeah.
Which made them seem maybe more pirate-ish even than before. I guess Jar Jar leads them in the right direction, right? Was this like the actual pirate base, or were they finding where those rogue pirates went?
No, it's the actual pirate base. The rogue pirates went back.
Yeah, they were all at the same base. They send some tanks out. The traitor pirate makes up this story that the Republic sent a whole army. So they send all these tanks out. And then Jar Jar, I mean, this was their plan. It's like Jar Jar just goes and stands out there. They're like, who are you? We're like, shoot him.
What are you supposed to be?
Mr. Representative Binks. Mr. coming to deliver the spices.
Where's the army Turk reported?
Don't know. Let's fry this one and look around.
I guess just look unassuming and you won't get shot immediately like a clone would, you know?
Like, the commander totally just expected that he would mess it up somehow.
Well, I don't even know what the commander expected. He was like...
I think he was like, either A, he'll mess it up somehow and destroy the pirates' things, or B, he'll just die, and problem solved.
He'll just die or get captured. Yeah, it's like, did Jar Jar plan this? He just like starts flailing around like he always does on this tank and manages to destroy them all.
I mean, he's firing that tank
incredible.
on purpose after a few minutes.
Yeah.
He's pretty clearly having fun. Like
Yeah,
he's making, he says some kind of a yeehaw type of.
He just plays it all up. Maybe that's the secret that Jar Jar has, you know? I think it's in one of the Red Rising books. There's like a character who's like always acts so crazy and they're like, oh, there goes that guy. But it's like secretly, like he just does it because then nobody pays attention to him. And he can basically get away with anything.
It's Darth Jar Jar, you know? It's all an act.
That's the theory,
Jar
yeah.
Jar, exactly. Just act the fool.
Never.
I do not think that's the case with Jar Jar. I don't think I have to
But
say
it
that.
could be.
But yeah, so Jar Jar and his small band of clones, first they lose the spice, but then they get it back, and then they take over a few tanks, and just have some sweet tanks that they get to bring to the party. But meanwhile, we see the exploits of our trio that are trying to escape.
Yeah.
Dooku, Anakin, Obi-Wan. There's 3 different escape attempts.
Right.
First one, Dooku concentrates very hard and just floats a knife over to the door, and that opens it.
Slices the door, you know, using
Quite literally slicing
the
door.
with the knife.
I thought he stuck it into the keypad somehow.
He did.
Yeah.
I don't know. That shouldn't work, but it did.
It's just a slot, actually. You just, as long as you put something in there, it opens.
Well, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's like those really old, like the standard doorknobs, interior doorknobs, with just where all you have to do is just poke inside the little hole.
Right. You can use a credit card or something.
I don't know why these guys totally could have used the Force a whole lot more when they were escaping.
Or to sense where the pirates are, because every time they just sort of walk straight into a band of pirates just hanging out in a hallway or hanging out up on the roof or wherever.
Well, right. It's like, well, they had Dooku like on that kind of force field thing in the last episode, and now they just have him like in handcuffs. It's like, like they're
Totally free to just force around. I mean, he could literally just force lightning everywhere.
everything, everywhere. I know. It's
Now,
so
with the
ridiculous.
Jedi, I could believe that they're just choosing not to kill the pirates. They're like,
Right.
oh, okay, well, we'll let you catch us again, and we'll just wait for a more convenient time where we don't have to actually fight you. But, like, Dooku's not going to do that.
No,
If he thought he could just kill them and get away, he would.
So then they try to escape again. And they're all tied together with these like laser cuffs. Anakin does like a pole vault and they go flying, try to get over the wall. But Dooku almost falls and Obi-Wan saves him for some reason. Still, I don't think it would have mattered if he fell. I
Just
mean,
use the Force. I mean,
whatever.
Jedi have fallen from much greater heights.
Metaphorically and literally.
But yes, later, Dooku just kills a bunch of guards and gets away so easy. It's
Yeah, so why did he not just do that right away? We don't really
what was
know.
the point of this?
Why did he wait for Obi-Wan and Anakin to show up in his cell before he did that little thing with the knife?
We need answers.
I'm just saying, this whole episode doesn't make a whole
No.
lot of sense.
No, they lost me big time on this one. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm out.
I mean, I don't expect every little thing to add up, but this just felt like there was more than, I don't know. It could have been a little more.
It was pretty silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to see Dooku do some forced choking.
Yeah, it just kills them so easily.
That's a good scene. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Dooku just was like, okay, I'll show you how a Sith escapes.
That was some Darth Vader Rogue One style action.
Without his lightsaber, though.
Yeah, did he not get his lightsaber back?
I guess not. I guess he just gets to build another one. I don't know.
What happened to it? Oh, Hondo took it.
Hondo's got it.
Oh.
I would like to see that addressed later, but it's unlikely.
See if we can remember next time you see him. Let's
Yeah.
watch for.
No, next time Dooku has his lightsaber back, we'll be very disappointed. Nothing came of that. Yeah, Obi-Wan and Anakin managed to take Hondo captive, and they're like gonna escape with the clones. And then Obi-Wan's like, well, we'll just let Hondo go free because
We have no quarrel with you.
yeah, we're not captured anymore. Dooku escaped anyway, so bye, I guess. Like, what?
And Hondo says, you guys are so honorable. I respect that.
Yeah, totally.
Just like me.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like, I think he thinks he is. He's, like, holding them to the standard that he's
No.
not even trying to.
I could have seen if, like, his lackey, like, went behind his back and captured Obi-Wan and Anakin, you know, against his orders.
Yeah.
That would have worked better. But they, like, wanted to put them with Dooku, like, in a cage together, which is, like, why? I mean, it was pointless anyway. And,
You're right. That would have made a lot of these details fit together better.
yeah.
Oh, well. Too late now. 10 years too late.
Mm,
The Gungan General.
that's a nub.
All right. Well, until next time, remember, fail with honor rather than succeed by fraud. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Well, I know what it means, but again, I don't.
How does it apply to this
I don't know how it applies. Yeah.
Be an honorable pirate, like Hondo.
Like Hondo thinks he is.
Yeah.
All right, well, y'all can tune in next time where we get to watch episode 13 of season 1, Jedi Crash.
Crash in on us next time.
That's the one that was written by George Lucas'
His daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you then.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bye.